G'day, it is Bowie Jane, and I am going to be on the Zach Nichols Podcast. Tune in when we talk about all things Big Brother, life, DJing, everything, and tune in.
Welcome back to the Zach Nichols Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Zach Nichols.
More importantly,
we have a very special guest, Big Brother finalist, world travel DJ Bowie Jane in the building.
I love the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
they're always
hype.
here. Yeah, same
They're
people, same cheer.
Just like the crowds you were performing in front of at EDC Las Vegas, was that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was amazing. What a festival. 525,000 people.
Golly.
Second biggest festival in the world, I think. So it's
So
just...
$500,000.
Yeah.
Just shy.
I know, I should have just said that,
just
yeah.
shyly over $500,000. That's not bad. I mean, I've done pretty close to that.
Yeah. Yeah, our last show. Our
They're
last
not
show.
all just to see me, let me tell you. But
Good point. Good
Was
point.
DJ Pauly D there?
no.
Oh no. So like different type of music?
Yeah,
what's
like
the genre?
Armin van Buuren, Steve Aoki, John
Okay, all right.
Summit.
Yeah, I know some Steve Aoki stuff.
Yeah, basically
Very little.
the top, like everyone, all genres. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, I was interviewing for Insomniac Radio, but also DJing.
Yeah, that's awesome. We saw that you had some pretty high profile interviews. Shout out to G, guys. By the way, G's getting married this week, so Michael's stepping in. So if you see us talking to the producer, it's Michael. But G's a huge fan of John Summit, and you got to interview him.
Yeah, he's really nice. He used to be an accountant, which is crazy. This DJ is
loser.
massive.
What a boring job, moron.
He worked.
Loser.
No, he
My
says that
brother-in-law is
too.
an accountant. He looks like he wants to jump out of his second story window every day. He's so bored.
No, John
just
Summit
kidding. My brother-in-law's
quit. He
awesome.
quit the accounting.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was like, this is boring somehow.
Yeah.
Let me
he
be
wanted
a-
to do psychedelic drugs and play music. But $500,000.
Let me be world renowned and known, everywhere. That's awesome. So congratulations. And let's talk a little bit about that before we get into your story. Like, how long have you been DJing, and what are your goals in that field?
Well, I started as a singer, singing in bands. Then some of my tracks are doing quite well in the dance charts. And then I thought, right, how can I perform and do the tracks that are doing well? So I taught myself how to DJ maybe 15 years ago. But I've been performing for longer than that.
Was this while you were practicing law?
Yeah. I mean, I really was doing both and using two different names. So
Yeah. You're legal.
that's it.
yeah.
We don't tell anyone that. I mean,
Well,
it's
we did now.
everywhere
Her name
now. I was like, great, thanks, Big Brother.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Are you an American citizen?
I am now.
Okay, you are now.
So
Before or after Big Brother?
no, I had you couldn't go on if you
Gotcha.
weren't. So I got my citizenship in like Feb and applied in Feb because I knew I had to wait for that. So
Yeah, it
Oh,
was just
okay.
funny because like after I thought when they said you're Australian, I'm like, oh my gosh, so it's the first non-American born person on Big Brother. And then after Big Brother, like you were just like hanging out, and I'm like, Jesus, this person, does she have when the fuck does she go home?
Right.
Like I'm like on social media, I'm like, how the hell is she still in America? Like they didn't boot her ass out yet. So my first question was, A, your name is,
yep.
and B, you're an American citizen.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, how
and
was
where
that?
is this
Yeah.
going?
How was that process? I want to know. I've never talked to anyone about going through the process.
Oh yeah, like so. At first, I was on an entertainer's visa, so I've been living in LA for 9 years.
Yeah, since 2015.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay,
and
gotcha.
so so you first I was on an entertainer's visa, which is really hard to get, and then I moved to a green card, and then you move to the citizenship. So it's quite a long
Did you ever
process.
take a
Oh, wow.
test?
Yeah,
Was it tough?
I not really.
Was one of the answers Herbie Hancock?
Not if you're smart.
I can't remember what the questions were, and I really didn't know much. But
Real quick, can we get a round of applause for the American?
yeah, I mean that's what's weird. I've seen me on like the internet, and people are describing me as American Australian. I'm like, I guess I am.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It counts for
Yeah.
sure. So you said that you knew you had to do that to go on a Big Brother. So was this something you sought out? Did you always want to be on Big Brother? Talk to us real
Were you
quick.
a super fan?
Yeah. there
I
you go.
mean, not
Were you a Julie Chenster?
not a super fan like what I now know what a super fan is.
Right.
But I had
I
to
don't
watch
think we even realize what a Big Brother super
Oh, it's
fan
hardcore.
is.
Yeah.
The live feed people? Come on, y'all.
The people who get booted out in the first 4 weeks of every season, super fans.
Oh,
Just saying.
keep it real.
I mean, it's like they play way too aggressive and they're trying to get things on their resume only to never make it to show your resume. So,
Well, some would say that you were trudging, if you will, towards your imminent eviction
I mean, I love this this thought.
So my
process.
question would be, would you rather be someone who goes all in, balls to the wall right away, gets thrown out, or I don't know if you had any side conversations, but you had to know that Matt and Jag you shouldn't come on.
There were two
Right?
things with this.
Right?
No, there were two things with this. Matt and Jag, I thought, I'm someone who wants to side with the strong competitors because I'm a strong competitor, but I didn't show it that I was. But I was like, let's get in the winning team, make it through, show my loyalty, and knock them off at the end. I truly believed I could beat them.
Oh, you did?
I'm a CrossFitter. I'm an ex-professional tennis player.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So DJing, lawyer,
CrossFit
another life.
extraordinaire.
And
I do things to the extreme.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
you still CrossFit?
Yeah,
Where's your gym? What's your box?
CrossFit Horsepower in LA.
Oh, nice. I've never
Yeah.
heard of it, but I'm probably a badass gym. It sounds horsepower.
Yeah, there's a few champions that have come out here. I'm not one of them, but yeah.
So point blank, and you answered it, but I just want to ask it again. Like, were you playing to win, or were you
Yeah.
playing to get as far as possible?
This is what I thought. Jag, super fit. I honestly thought I might be stronger. This might be delusional, but I do heavy weights. So I was like, okay, anything like that. Plus, they're not going to say, let's deadlift 300 pounds, are they? Right? The other thing is puzzles and stuff. I'd been preparing for it. So I was like, I might be able to beat them with that. Definitely Matt's way stronger than me. No chance that I could beat him in a physical. But I knew they're not going to give something that was siding totally with the guys. So I thought I could beat them. And I also thought I could maybe... There were two angles. One to twist Jag to make him take me, and then I'm going to do a ripper speech at the end because I'm a
take me, I'm the automatic win.
yeah. I was
But
playing that
I
card.
think he thought he was the automatic win with either.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted him to think. But I also was then going to say, guys, you didn't realize I was playing this game. Blah blah blah. You know, I'm used to talking in court, so it wasn't going to be a problem speaking.
Right. So okay, so that is something I definitely wanted to know because it's something we talked about a lot, and I haven't heard you speak on it, but it looked like you were, kind of like just along for the ride, but really you're like, I'm playing possum. They don't know I'm a lawyer.
You didn't see their conversations though.
And I still haven't, but yeah.
Right, so that's where it's like I was coming from, where I was like, they were basically saying like she's coming along for the ride. She's the layup, as in like.
Yeah.
Final two.
Which was
right. So I'm thinking
100%
like,
my
I'm like,
intention.
here's a lawyer who can, X was the lawyer, right? And X was like, he could read people. So we knew you had that. I'm like, at what point are you going to pull out the guillotine? And you were trying to do it at the very end.
Well, no, so I was working on Jag to take me because I knew that him and Matt were close. I was like working on him saying that Matt's going to beat you. Like really, he's such a nice guy. Everyone loves him. Well, but I think Jag and I did think that for a while there, and we were very close to Jag not taking Matt to the floor. Like it really was quite close. If that had happened, it would have been Felicia, me, and Jag. I would have won one of the comps. We would have gone off. I think he wouldn't have taken Felicia because Felicia had an angle, being the older person, and he might not have beaten her, actually.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Like you talked about your strategy was getting to the final two and then giving a killer speech. Do you feel like Matt was going to win going into that speech, or did you always know Jag was going to win? And why did you vote for Jag?
Well, also, if you would have won the HOH at the final three.
Yes.
So that really was your Super Bowl. So you're banking on if you win, like if you can win that one, then you decide basically who goes to the final two. So I think you're probably banking on winning that, but it was like once you didn't win that, you're kind of like a duck in the water. Yeah. So my thing was maybe making a move at like 5 or 6 to split that up and be like, oops. But now I'm your number one.
True, but people like Corey, I don't think those challenges were for like there was a lot of memory stuff.
Wait, which one was Corey?
Corey's the
mustache.
the little guy.
Oh, Dweebosaurus?
He's so smart.
Oh, for sure.
So to me,
Cougar prey, yeah.
To me, no one was very physical in the house except for Matt and Jag. Really, everyone else not athletic. So
yeah,
I was like, the people I've got to worry about are the people who are super smart. So like Corey, America, I thought they were the biggest threats to me. So I didn't think I could beat them.
Wow. Okay.
But I could beat them in a physical challenge.
Yeah, but you're just saying in the game you thought you had a bit. Okay, so back to my question. Did you, going into the final two, you had just got eliminated. I'm sure you were devastated, but you're in this jury house or the jury situation, right? And did you expect Matt or did you expect Jag to win?
Actually, no. We just had a different feeling in the house. So I don't know what Matt's position was on that actually, but I just
I
thought,
forgot what he said. to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I think
because Jag wasn't liked.
I think he went into it and he just regretted being so nice to Jag, where Jag kind of took it a little bit further in the speech to kind of like Matt only talked about what he did well, where Jag was like, I did this, this, and this is why he shouldn't win.
Right.
Whereas like, Matt didn't do that, and that was his regret. Well, actually, he said he's glad he didn't. He wouldn't do it any different, but he didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Jag was definitely playing the most cutthroat game, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, the speech was, I didn't care. I was like, go for gold, like whatever.
At that point, you got to,
Yeah.
and Matt was too nice.
Why did you vote for Jag?
I voted for Jag because I had developed a better relationship with him. As in, I love Matt, but I just had been talking more game with Jag. So,
Do you think that's because Matt's deaf and you could talk more game with Jag?
no, I just think,
You just related to him more?
I don't know, actually. That's a good point. I've never thought about. I just had talked. You know what it was?
Probably tough to have tell secrets with him.
No, you know what it was? It was me having a goal to work on Jag. I just didn't know how I was going to work on Matt. So Jag was my main, that was where I saw a hole that I could get in. So I was working on him, and I just think then I developed a bit more of a talking strategy relationship.
Right.
With Matt, yes, that is very difficult for him, but we would do a lot of conversations outside by the weights because no one was working out except for us. So
Oh, awesome.
Well, no, for sure, but I'm just saying his mode of communication is different.
very difficult for him.
Yeah.
It's like so tough, especially the first few weeks. The house is super noisy for everyone. Like,
Right.
So for him, impossible. Like he really, I don't envy his position. He did a great job.
No, he navigated himself like a professional. I'm just saying it definitely played against him in the final too, because you got to remember, like there's 3 people in the house. Everybody's having conversations with everyone.
Yeah.
You guys can hear more than he can hear.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
In a game of telephone, being able to hear is pretty important.
No kidding.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's what it is.
So talk about your casting process and how did you get on TV? Have you been on TV before? I probably should have done some research before that question, but talk about it.
I'm a superstar. No, I hadn't been on a TV show before. I've got a podcast, but not a TV show.
While you were a lawyer, you have a podcast.
No, so music's my passion, and I was doing the law.
So it wasn't hard to put the lawyer
No,
the
like
passions aside.
seriously.
Because you
We'll
come to
see.
America, you're not really a lawyer anymore.
No, that's right, and
Because you basically have to learn a whole different.
so I can only work Commonwealth jurisdiction. So
Oh, that's true.
so when I came here, I was just pursuing the music. But doing a little bit of virtual law stuff, to be honest. What was the question
little
again?
side hustle.
TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd you get on TV?
Oh, casting process. Okay, so I reached out, sent in a video. That's it. They didn't hunt me down. I knew my story was kind of interesting, so I played on that in the video, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And the casting process was smooth, although 4,000 interviews. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah, but they loved you every time.
Well,
Obviously,
but
they
every-
can't.
You did 4,000 interviews?
Every interview, I was like, oh, I'm in. This is it. And then there was another interview.
Well, one thing that I do realize about this show, because it's a once a year thing, they do their due diligence.
Yeah.
They really, really do. They can't mess it up. They got one chance at it. And I think you were a great addition to this particular group. How long had you been watching it before you got on?
I watched about 6 American seasons,
And
and
Big Brother Australia too.
And then I also watched Big Brother Australia, which is completely different. It's not alliances. It's kind of the audience vote. So it's like a popularity contest.
Oh, okay.
What would you say if you were back home and you wanted your mom to put another shrimp on the grill? How would you say that?
Let's go put the prawns on the Barbie,
Okay.
not the shrimp.
The prawns.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
He just really likes Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and that's not a knife. This is a knife if you've watched Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
But wait,
So when you're down under
no, yeah.
with your mom and you were watching
I mean,
Australia,
sounds a bit dodgy, but yeah.
Wait, what?
you were in Australia watching Big Brother in
Yeah,
Australia.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no alliances. Why is that?
I mean, I don't know if it's changed
Cultural
now.
difference.
But yeah, it was just like people watching. Oh, let's watch the people in a house. Not like
It's not like they don't play as hard. If they
I don't even think there's comps. Like yeah,
Oh, so it's more like real world. So did you watch the Challenge Australia when it came out? It was a couple years ago now.
no.
But there's some pretty big podcasters and some reality stars from Australia on it, and then they took like the best 1 or 2, and they were on the Challenge USA.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know if you had watched that, if you knew any of the people that were on that show.
No.
No, you do American TV now.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
You're
just
American,
I
bro.
just watch American TV. But
She knows what's going on in Australia. She's American.
Yeah.
before going on, once I knew I was in that casting process, and even before that, I was listening to every breakdown podcast on people's strategies. So like trying to work out the best way. Tiffany's podcast, like the Winner's Circle, and all the podcasts, breakdowns. And so I had a
When you weren't performing, right? You were watching.
well, I do have to travel, so there's good listening time.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
So I was very much aware of what my strategy would be, and that's don't rock the boat in the first 4 weeks. Don't be a psychopath like half the people in there.
Yeah.
And don't win any comps until this is the annoying thing about Big Brother, that you have to throw comps until halfway. Like then you start winning. But it's the challenge. That's what's great about I've been watching All Stars. That's what's great about that. You can take people's stars and you have to win a star to get to the final.
You have to prove yourself.
You have to
basically,
prove
yeah.
yourself, and that's
competitively.
Yeah,
It's not always athletically, but more oftentimes than not it is. But yes, you do have to prove yourself in some
which I
capacity.
love.
And if everyone wants you out, you have to lose in an elimination round to go home. So you always have the chance to protect your right in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas like Big Brother, it's like, hey, sorry, you're not part of our group.
Yeah.
Seat's taken.
And also the comps are like not physical. They would say to us, the producers would say,
Well, they have to make
okay,
them so anyone can win.
I know.
That one that you did, they had to hold on forever.
Dude, I had to throw that because everyone fell off. I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't even hard.
Yeah, so that was with the wall one, right?
Yeah.
So you had to throw that one. But then what about the one where you guys were spinning in a circle and your head to hang on to those things?
no,
Did you do that one?
So
There's always one, like the wall one, and there's always the spin in the circle one.
Yes.
the one that makes you dizzy, I get motion sick real bad. So I was like, oh, my brain is spinning inside my head. I'm going to vomit because I jumped off that one, but
Gotcha.
I wasn't throwing that. I just couldn't do that.
I love seeing how physically confident you are. I think that's something that maybe, for me watching it didn't translate, but like, your age was a topic of conversation on the show, but you still felt like I was.
Go ahead. I had an idea. I don't
Oh, yeah.
lose it.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
So you were talking about how fit and how confident you are in your abilities. Now, I'm a former CrossFitter. Back in the day, I went to regionals.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at you.
For sure, yeah.
Which gym were you?
When I went to regionals, I was at Plymouth CrossFit.
Okay.
In Plymouth, Michigan.
Let's go.
Cool.
Yeah. So my question is, what's your Fran time?
Oh, like, I'm not going to say
You're-
3 minutes.
If you're a CrossFitter, you know. What's your Fran time?
It must be 12 or something.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
wanted to know. Okay. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't care
Oh,
about
so you
that.
don't really do CrossFit.
No, I do CrossFit 4 or 5 times a week, but I don't.
You don't pay
I don't even
attention.
care if I write down my
She's not
score.
checking the stats.
Gotcha. Okay, I just want to know. I'm just trying to check. I'm trying to check your stats because I'm trying to get in my head. Like,
what kind of athlete?
What kind of athlete
So
are
I've been doing
you?
CrossFit for 14 years. So when CrossFit first began, we were one of the first ones in Australia, and but I've never competed.
Australians win the games every year. There's always an Australian winning the CrossFit games.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I just like it because it's, it's social. I feel good. The endorphins are good after. I love Olympic lifting, and then doing a little bit of that workout at the end. And it's just it's one thing I've stuck to. You try and do yoga for 14 years. Well, I couldn't.
I couldn't do yoga for 14 fucking minutes.
No, me neither. Like, I'm just not a yoga girl.
No. Yoga's tough, especially in those hot rooms. And they're like, here,
It's
stand on this toe.
Good luck.
You didn't see it.
no. I mean, the endorphins from CrossFit are insane.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, definitely.
So being a CrossFitter and watching this challenge, is it something that you would want to do? Like, you seem like you would love
The
to
challenge.
do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. And it's actual. I kept saying, let's have some proper physical comps in here.
Some
like
proper stuff.
Yeah, like please, I want to show some muscle. But only when I was allowed to show muscle later on. Like early on, I still would have had to throw in it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's
Well,
wild.
they can't do super athletic comps on Big Brother because it's CBS.
Yeah, I mean they don't. We saw so
Soft.
CBS had
The
done a
S stands
version.
for soft.
No, so CBS had done a version of the challenge, and they got this reputation for being soft because they did what is known to be as an epic elimination, which is a hall brawl, essentially 2 people in a hall that have to run through each other.
Yeah.
And they made
gave
them
them-
use pads.
They give them pillows.
Oh. Yeah, it's like your football versus Australian rules football. Like we don't wear pads, helmets, nothing. It's just like bang.
You guys do rugby.
Well, yeah, Australian rules football is a bit different to rugby, but it's pretty physical.
You have Australian football is actually
It's different to
than
rugby.
soccer, and then different to rugby.
Yeah.
You actually have Australian football where you do the same thing that American football players do.
Except you can bounce and run with it, and you kick all the way down the
So
field. And
that's rugby.
it's different. I swear to God.
Same.
I swear to
But
God.
different.
Let's agree to disagree.
No, mate, you're going to look it up.
I am.
And you're going to go, oh,
I
fuck.
may do it right now. So there's rugby.
There's rugby. There's
which has
Australian
football. Australian rules.
It's different, yeah.
Or rows.
Australian rules.
I thought I said Australian rose. I was like, oh, the Rose Bowl. Okay,
And
so
it's generally this, like it's the whole of Australia, but it's really big in the south. Whereas rugby's more up the coast. So
the
Sydney.
whole country's a coast. It's a continent. Like, what are we talking about here?
No, it's the East Coast.
I'm
You
going
like-
to
are you
show
from
you some
Sydney?
rough
Yeah, we're gonna
football,
learn.
rough Aussie rules football.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, we're gonna learn.
Look up punch-ons on the Aussie rules football.
All right, I'm gonna ask you some questions about the house. Okay.
Okay.
Who was the funniest person in the house?
Actually, Jag was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Felicia was funny.
I loved Felicia's character. I thought she was so funny on TV.
I kept saying like, geez, this must be entertaining TV watching her. I tell you what. Like she's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, she would. We made fun of Big T, but Felicia was known to rip one, here and there. It is BS that you guys are watched in your rooms. Come on, if you can't fart in your room,
No, she was doing it everywhere. That was not a room thing.
You know what? Felicia's your spirit animal.
I do.
That's when you travel. That's what it reminded me of with the robe and the
Oh, yeah,
snacks.
yeah.
Oh, the robes. What
Yeah.
was it, the robes?
Yeah, she had robes on all the time. I that's probably why I loved her because I'm a robe guy. You walk around in
Yeah.
the robe. For me, I just felt like Tony Soprano in it. You know what I
She
mean?
would be sitting here right now and it'd be like, not a little pop, it'd be like this, like, and I'm
Fart?
like, yes.
That is so foul.
It stunk. It was disgusting.
That's vile.
I bet
bro.
it stunk. She
We're
looks
not
like
talking-
she looks like she can drop bombs.
We're not talking once, we're talking all the time.
I respect. I don't give a fuck.
Next
this,
challenge. The next challenge they do a CBS challenge. They got to cast Big T and Felicia. And just stick them in the same room. And be like, listen, the first person to tap out, fart, ladies.
It's a fart out.
Yeah, it's a fart out. First person to give up. I bet Felicia could smoke out Big T in a mere minute.
Oh, yeah.
Like less than. Felicia would be like, bet.
Well, she kept saying it was dairy, and then she would eat dairy. Yeah, it was like that. It was like that.
Stop it, man.
Well, yeah, luckily it just wasn't like this.
Oh, a real hot one.
Leave Felicia alone. All right. Well, that kind of answered my.
Honestly, I was sleeping in the same room with her at one point,
Wow.
and we would hear this
She probably was just
violent
the
noise. Like
Felicia, the Dutch oven.
you would see me sit up in bed, go, "What the fuck
If she was
that?"
a superhero, it would be the Dutch oven.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
guys. All right. Well, I think that answers my next question, which was who was the dirtiest or nastiest person in the house. But no,
What was her?
Felicia
What
alone.
were her favorite foods to eat? Like, what was she always snacking on? Probably just like farty foods.
You know, people were eating all day in that house, and I was like, "How is everyone eating and not putting on weight?" I'm like on the protein shakes in there because I didn't want to put on
Yeah,
weight.
talk
but-
about
right?
the
But
eating
what was
situation.
Felicia's like go-to? Like, what was it?
Well, we saw her pocket fruit all the time. just
She had chicken in her pocket.
She needed the roughage.
She had fried chicken in her pocket.
pocket nuggets, man. Come on.
Dude, listen.
Oh no,
listen.
she was a hoarder.
You'll find a chicken tendy or two in my pocket, so I'm not going to talk shit there. Listen, I can't even deny that. I've had plenty chicken tendies in my pocket, but fruit
They're good for a rainy day.
bruises in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was candy. She loved the candy.
That's funny, man.
So does Pierre. He likes the candy.
What
too.
what are the other? I'm recently eating celery, but
He's in a relationship with celery.
yeah, the big celery. Okay, so
complicated.
Who? What about the most
It's open relationship.
Is there? Fuck you. Is there anyone that was
He
openly
never cheats on her.
only? See, it's only funny because I cheated on her today, but it was like literally by circumstance. I'll tell you about it later. I locked my keys out of my house.
So you had to get takeout. I always do that. First thing I do, oh fuck, I locked my keys in the house. I gotta get takeout. First thing.
That's exactly
Not get my keys. I need to get takeout. What if my blood sugar goes too low and I
a
don't
stress-
have my celery?
It was a stress reliever. So all right. So who? Let me
He's
ask
like,
you this.
I don't need this. I don't need this.
All right. What do you wish they would have shown for you specifically? And I know there's a live feeds and they supposedly
Did you ever
catch
get a
everything.
DJ in the house?
No. I haven't watched it. So I don't know.
Why have you not watched? You not like watching yourself on TV?
No, that doesn't worry me. I
don't like watching myself on TV.
Yeah, A, it's a lot of episodes. B,
it was already over when you got out. So
yeah, it's like I lived it. I lived my side of it. I've been tagged in all the bullshit anyway, so whatever. I think I know generally what went on, and maybe I'll watch it in a few years, but next I'm on, I just don't want to go through. Also, watching people be super nasty about you, which not game stuff, just being freaking nasty.
I don't think anyone was outwardly nasty towards you. More so, you had a lot of hate from the fans, I remember.
There were people
in the house
being nasty.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that does.
Honestly, you did a pretty good job for several episodes where it was like you played possum. Like you weren't really a part of the episode, and it was like, oh wait, you were voting someone out. So that's good. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And you became part of so you went from like basically playing possum to being part of the best alliance. So like, I mean, you played a pretty perfect game. The only thing you could have done better is split it up and been the big alliance.
Yeah.
Should have killed the mob boss and been the mob boss.
Well, yeah, I mean, in my head, I thought Heisem, I would have stuck with Heisem actually, because I was like, he's going to win everything. This is great. And no one likes him.
Yeah, no one liked him.
Which was
good point.
No, I mean
no one of the fans liked him.
Also, no, I mean, and Heisem's really nice actually.
I'm sure
I've caught it, but yeah, but in the game, I mean,
no, you're saying in the game. I mean, people from the challenge world say that's why Josh won.
Yeah,
is because he went against somebody that no one else liked, even though he wasn't as well liked. He was more liked than the other guy.
You know what I picture Heisem like in his professional life, and this is terrible, but has everyone seen Happy Gilmore? The way Ben Stiller treats the grandma, because isn't he like a senior citizen like doctor?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where like he's like really nice and friendly, but then he like has him working like in a sweatshop and like
get to work.
Yeah, that always messes me up, dude. Listen, getting old's not cool, but like people don't care, dude. Nurses and stuff, like you never know. Like they could whoop your grandma's ass and you'll never know it.
No, they're harsh. They'll be like, you say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll kick your ass.
Grandma acts like she loves it there, but she's getting her ass beat. You know?
Well,
but I actually thought Jag was in the similar position where I didn't think he would necessarily have people's votes. So, I mean, that was the angle I was seeing.
Because he was.
Well, he just burnt a lot of bridges.
He was polarizing. Yeah, he definitely was divisive.
So let's talk about the way that people voted, right? And this is something that I try to ask people that are in either the jury or in that final two, which is, do you think that when you're voting in the jury, you're more voting based on how much you enjoy who the person is or how well of a game they played? And this is important because for me, I felt up to the
because I'm voting for my homies. I don't care what game you played. If my homie is in second in the top two, I'm voting for him, even if you aced him out.
And that's that's the difference between super fans. I think like Corey in America are super fans. By the way, they played better than the other super fans. I'm just saying.
Who are you calling out?
I love that you're just like Corey and America are super fans, but they're mids. Who are the bad super fans? Like, who are the Rotten Tomatoes?
Actually, Felicia was a super fan, and all she wanted was scalps. And I'm like, and she was telling everyone, and she was lying all the time.
Scalps?
Yeah, as in like
getting
heads.
people out. Yeah,
she wanted for a resume, and I'm like,
she was a nasty old broad, huh?
I was like, you are not getting through to the end. I don't think you realize like there's no way you're getting through to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
why would you say that?
But we did keep her for quite a bit because we're like, well, we really don't want her here, but we definitely can beat her.
Listen, if she was ripping farts, she's out in my book. I'm like, you gotta go.
No,
filthy old.
Stop, man.
So no, I would vote for my mates because I'm a loyal person. So yeah,
me too. If my friends, even if my friend played a terrible game and he was like I would vote for him and probably say it out loud, be like, he didn't play a better game, but I'm not voting for the other idiot. At least my friend will like take me out to dinner.
The problem with Big Brother is who is your actual friend? That's the problem. It is hairy in there, like
right. So
working
like,
out what's true and.
So, like, if I'm in a situation, I would feel like...
Well, I wouldn't last... I'd be the first one out because I'd be the dick to someone.
Yeah, you'd be an asshole to somebody and then whatever. But,
if not a whole entire group of people.
And you would win the comp. You'd be a threat and that you go.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel if, like, oh, somebody's my friend and then they're the reason I'm out. It's like, wait, why... If we were stronger and then you went up against it, shouldn't I feel more angry at you? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
You'd get kicked out by someone you thought was your friend and you'd be at the next IHOP sucking your thumb.
Pissed. I would be so annoyed.
Celery would be calling you.
I was going to say
Do
the
not
celery.
disturb. Yeah.
I don't take games easy, man. But no, that's funny. All right, so let me ask you this. I would have been pissed. I really would. Were there any, well, you didn't watch it, but I was gonna say, were there any fights or hookups that we didn't see? But is there any like stories that maybe hadn't been told or something that you want to share about your?
I mean, I
experience?
think it's been talked about that Blue and Jared
Oh yeah,
might
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been. I mean, I think it
No,
might
we-
have been on camera.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
gross. That's
obvious. That's obvious.
I actually have a question. So, like, let's say you have like you really like salami or like pepper jack cheese. Could you order that and have them delivered every day?
No, so you get one food delivery into the storage room.
So, could you be like, I need 24 salamis and
No.
15 packets of pepper
Like
jack
you
cheese?
can sort of ask for stuff, but they don't. Like I'm like, please give me grapes, because I was like, I'm not cooking in that kitchen with 4,000 people. Like,
Could
Yeah.
you say in the next order, could you bring me a number fucking 7 from Chick-fil-A?
They didn't bring it
no,
in.
you can't. You
Yeah, hey,
can't.
diary room, I need number 7 next time you bring groceries.
I even asked. I was
Supersize me.
in.
He died.
Yeah,
Morgan
Rest in
Spurlock.
peace, Morgan Spurlock. Round of applause for him, man.
Do you know Morgan Spurlock? Did you ever see Supersize Me?
No.
Nope.
Oh, I know
He
what
ate-
you're talking
yeah,
about.
he ate McDonald's every day for like what?
I want to say like
Oh, he
90
died?
days, something like
Yeah,
that.
and his heart stopped. Well, no, he didn't die from that. He died from cancer.
Oh.
And then Bill Walton died from cancer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. I haven't watched it, but I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's once a week.
Once a week, when the food runs out, you have to make do with what's there.
Yeah. Could you add hot sauce to your slop?
Yes.
You could?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd doctor that shit up. Could you fry it?
Yep. You could do whatever you wanted to.
Oh,
but
I'd-
guess what? Just don't go on the slop and have the protein shakes. That's what I did.
Mm.
Well,
That you don't have to have the slop.
no, I would doctor that shit up. I'd make like fried slop, sloppy cold Medinas.
That's wild.
So when you you just drinking protein shakes basically.
Yeah.
So you're not like a foodie. Like you don't care if you
I
don't
love going out to restaurants, but in the house with that many people in the kitchen, I was like,
So
also, we're
you-
not moving.
Yeah, you just weren't hungry. So how much weight did you lose just drinking protein
I
shakes?
think maybe 10 pounds.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Oh, no, I had dinners every night, but protein shakes all day because it also,
Well, what was
protein
what
makes
was-
you not
What
hungry.
was dinner?
Well, Felicia would cook.
What would she make?
I don't know, like all sorts of things, like full on
Oh,
meals.
because you're Australian.
Yeah, like
So okay, let's talk about Australian.
family meals.
Let's talk about Australian cuisine.
Yeah.
What's like your favorite Australian? Like if you had to take me and give me your favorite Australian meal, what would it be?
So I don't think
Prawns on the
we're
barbie.
very Asian influenced.
Gotcha. Well, that
So,
makes sense.
Asian fusion, anything.
Mm.
You're not gonna give me specifics.
And barbecues, like we have barbecues. So snags on the barbie.
Snags. What's a snag?
Sausage.
Oh, a sausage.
Yeah.
So are your shrimp like this big?
I mean,
how big's a prawn?
well, prawns can be like
Oh, yeah.
that big or
Shit's a
little
lot.
ones. Or,
I just feel like Australia is kind of like the Asian Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, so I just think like you have these killer spiders and them, big old women with them big old out everywhere, and then you just probably got some like big old shrimps and prawns. Like it's known for their Barbies, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I love a good barbie. Stand around having
So-
a drink, a chat.
So sausage. What about like a you do? Is there like Australian cattle? Is there good steak there?
Yes,
Yeah,
steak's good.
The Wagyu's got to be great out there.
Yeah, we eat kangaroo meat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I mean, actually, I would feel a bit funny eating kangaroo meat now, but there was a time
Yeah, I
when that
would
were
feel
culling kangaroos. So
So so if you're giving me a piece of kangaroo, is it medium rare?
it's really high protein, no fat. So it can,
all muscle.
yeah, you got to be really
Just
careful how you
like a
cook it.
deer on HGH, fucking on test.
You know what was funny in the house?
Kangaroos can like smell a woman menstruating, and they'll like try to like hook up with her.
What?
Wow.
Happened to my friend at a ranch. Her husband was getting jealous.
You joking?
Straight up.
Oh my god.
Just like how dolphins can sniff that shit too. A kangaroo is like a dolphin on land. So when you kill a kangaroo, you just beat its ass.
That-
Oh, what the
It's
fuck
like
are you
standing
talking
up. Here's
Oh,
my
I've got
question.
no idea.
So when you go to the store, I'll have a T-bone from a kangaroo, or is it just
I usually
pretty
buy
specific?
it like marinated and diced, but I
Already
I
marinated and
wouldn't
diced.
honestly. I wouldn't have kangaroo now. That was more like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what does it taste like? Chicken?
It's really nice. It's
Is it red meat?
I think people say it's a bit like deer.
Oh, venison. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, is it still commonplace? Do we know that? I don't know if we know that.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it might be a bit of a bad thing to be eating kangaroos. now.
Did the people who made it were they wearing shoes?
Bro,
I got no idea.
you're going crazy.
No, when I was in South Africa and I broke my nose, I called my dad and I'm like, "Hey, Dad, like I gotta get my nose reset, and I'm in South Africa. This is a great story." And my dad's on the phone, and this is again like I'm pretty bummed out because I'm in Final Reckoning, blah blah blah, and I'm like, "So should I get it reset in South Africa?" And he goes, let me ask you something. I'm like, yeah. He goes, when you're in the doctor's office, he's like, were there chickens and other animals walking around? I'm like, no, it was like a tile floor. It was a nice doctor. He's like, yeah, you should be fine. But like, but he's thinking South Africa, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, like Australia, like I've seen Crocodile Dundee. Like, is kangaroo red meat?
Yes.
So you could have kangaroo fajitas.
You could.
But you just would do it like marinated. What would you marinate your rib?
Like I would have it on the barbecue, to be honest. So like marinated, chuck that on the barbie as well. Some sausages.
Would you slap it on a bun with some mustard and ketchup, or are you just going straight meat to mouth?
I mean, when it's diced like that, probably straight meat to mouth.
Oh, there you go. You don't make a sandwich out of it, like a pulled kangaroo Sammy
with the sausage, in a bun or in some bread with ketchup. Or tomato sauce, as we like to say.
Tomato sauce.
Are you? So you call it? Would you call like? Would you have spaghetti there? Is there Australian spaghetti?
Yeah, it's the same as yours. Yeah,
bro, come on. Now you're reading JB. All right, listen. What's the biggest difference?
Guy.
I know he's going crazy. What is the difference between Bowie Jane in the Big Brother house versus Bowie Jane in real life? Are you exactly the same? Like,
if I may interject, it's that her name is.
That's the difference. No,
I don't recognize
Bowie Jane in America.
100%. In America.
No,
so your legal name in America is
no, but I only like when someone's got a nickname, that's me. I'm Bowie.
Yeah.
So Bowie. I really know that's all I use.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy, Pierre, is you're fucking rude, but you haven't asked her how did you get that nickname? Just
my middle name's Jane, and Bowie. I was wearing. It's really dumb.
No, it's probably amazing.
It's really dumb. It's not amazing.
I promise you, I won't make fun of you.
Okay, it was just that I was wearing a lot of bows in my hair at the time.
Love it, absolutely love it, and I love your outfit today. Can we get a round of applause for this outfit?
Let's get it.
Wow. So you are gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
That was a name that you got from like your family.
Yeah, just a nickname with friends. So.
Friends. Yeah. You were a lot of bows. Gotcha.
But it's a great nickname.
Yeah, so that's all I go by now.
Mm-hmm.
It lived.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of nicknames die in the brainstorming session, you know.
But it was good because when I was doing the law, you Googled me, which is now not the case. But if you Googled me, only law stuff came up under that name, only music under that name. So perfect.
Well, that's just straight bullshit.
That's called being a bullshit artist.
In America, everything comes up. Mugshots.
Oh, I know it's very different over here.
Dick pics.
Stop it.
Not mine.
I was going to say maybe not for you, not for me.
Who do you, if you are?
Yeah, I would hope not.
Oh, no, wait. I didn't answer that question. I'm no different at all in the house to outside the house, except I would have told people to get fucked and never spoken to them again if I wasn't in the house.
Right, yeah.
Well,
like, I wouldn't have put up with
you were
shit.
just playing nice. But you didn't really put, did you get a lot of shit from people?
Like, there were people who drove me crazy, and I just wouldn't be friends with some of those people.
Yeah, because in real life, you can walk out the door.
Yeah, I'd be like, you are a psychopath. So
yeah, who's a psychopath?
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Who?
Yeah.
No, look, the people who were volatile in the house and not coping, I think it was pretty evident, and they left. So, yeah. No, I'm sure they're nice outside the house. No, actually.
No. Yeah. I can't remember anyone else from that season besides.
Luckily, you can't.
Jared. But you did get to play with Suri.
I didn't mind Suri.
She was amazing, wasn't she?
Yeah, I didn't mind Suri in the house.
She can play
I don't think she liked me, but I didn't mind her.
But she can play the game, and so you never know with her. If I ever did a show with Suri, I would not trust a word that came out of her mouth.
Her biggest detriment was having her son in there because she was not playing the game.
Her biggest detriment is that she's an absolute legend of Survivor, and you're never going to let a person... Like, if you let someone who's got that much game experience make it too far in the game, you're screwed.
Yeah. Did only the one girl know that?
No, we all knew. I knew within 3 seconds. Someone had told me.
No. Only one girl knew that Jared was her son, and it was
Izzy, yeah.
But for the most part, everyone knew who Suri was. And if you didn't, they filled you in.
And at the time, she's a Survivor.
Listen, I don't watch Survivor, and I don't watch Pillow Fight and CBS, but I knew who Suri Fields was.
No, but the reality is you have to win some comps at the end. So you're never going to win Big Brother if you can't win.
Right, you have to win comps at the end to basically pretty much to win Big Brother, but you can make it to the end without winning comps.
Yeah.
Big D.
Totally.
Big D made it to the end, and he didn't win shit besides America's Heart. Shout for Big D.
Shout out for Big D. We love Big D.
He brought more energy on this couch than Denver Broncos Stadium when Russell Wilson was the quarterback.
We spoke to him this morning. He's hilarious.
He is hysterical.
You guys would get along really well.
Yeah, I always said I would align with him if I was in the game.
So
with
who?
him.
So who outside of this house are you still cool with, if any of these people are? Do you consider any of them friends? Are they acquaintances or?
Yeah, I speak to Corey in America a bit. Jag, Matt.
But you just said that they were super fans.
Yeah, but like, and they admit it. Like they.
Well, they knew all. They were talking about all past people and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
but they're super smart. Like they knew exactly. They played it quite well. I thought they'd played the game well. So.
And he had one of the most disgusting dirt stashes to ever grace reality television.
I know those are your friends.
It
so
was top 20 dirt stashes. Hey,
oh, absolutely.
dirt stashes are supposed to be disgusting.
For sure, dude. Back from the 80s. I'm
Riley
not,
as well.
Riley as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
know.
miss them.
I know it's a tough question for me to ask you, but from what you saw, do you think they'll go the distance? Corey and America TV relationship?
Only if he grows out a rat tail to go with that mustache. I have no idea. Don't care.
But yeah,
They
don't
live together
care.
in Nashville, right?
Yeah, they're like so solid.
They're inseparable,
Yeah.
huh? Okay, good luck
Yeah.
to them. All right, how about this?
Very comfortable when you crawl
Also,
at each other's asses.
They don't give a shit about anything. So their live feeds are hilarious. Like they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, oh, like
We gotta
on
have- we
Instagram and
gotta have
TikTok
them
Live, yeah.
on the show.
No, seriously, because they
I
will
would
say
love
whatever.
to. Oh, good.
I mean, yeah, they'd be a fun interview.
Is
Yeah.
he still in college?
Yeah, he was finishing law school.
No, that was just a funny thing to ask. He's still in college. Fuck you. All right, is there a
Does
big
DoorDash deliver how much celery? They probably think you're fucking.
I'm high
hoarding-
off
and
celery.
They're probably hoarding an elephant in your apartment,
Oh, I'm
in your
sweet.
condo. It's like, dude, this is the 10th delivery of celery. This guy spent fucking $2,500 today on
Dude,
celery.
I'm celery stoned.
Juicing
Is there a Big Brother player that you really wanted to meet and got to meet? And then is there someone that you do want to still meet out there from Big Brother universe, or do you not care about any of these people?
I mean, like I wouldn't say I'm idolizing anyone, but I've
No.
met some great people from other seasons, which is I did not expect that. Like
Mhm.
Tiffany and Nicole,
Yes,
awesome. Like
Nicole.
she was.
in last season, not my season, the one
Yes,
before.
she was in 24. I think she was with Monty and them.
Nicole.
Spiky hair.
No idea.
Yeah, she was here. We went to the Pistons game. Really nice girl.
Yeah, so I think
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
and
Okay.
We get it, bro.
Derek X is hilarious. I thought he was hilarious on the show. I've hung out with him a bit. So yeah,
He
there's
reminds me of Chet. Do you remember Chet?
No, but he does seem like a fun guy.
You remember Chet. You don't know Chet because Chet was from the challenge back in my day. Chet's the man.
How does he remind you of Chet?
Both very witty, both very intelligent. They seem like they're very comfortable in front of a crowd.
Mhm.
Way to put me on the spot, dickhead.
So I'm just curious. I mean, so
Yeah, I bet you are.
he played Amazing Race and he played Big Brother, right?
yeah.
And did he win Amazing Race?
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and his girl.
Nice.
That
That's
he
why
met
they
on
won't put
his
Big
season.
Brother people on anymore.
Would you?
Mm.
Yeah, because that
Is that what you're hearing?
logistics and Big
I mean,
Brother?
I heard that rumor.
That they're not
Yeah.
going to put Big Brother people on?
I don't know if
Amazing
it's
Race?
true, but
I mean, shoot.
You know what I would think it would be funny if they took like they grab people like that were like 3/4 of the way through Survivor and we're like, hey, we're gonna give you like a 5-day break and just dumped them in the fucking Big Brother house like coyotes.
oh
And
my
like, just
god.
go in there and wreak havoc, and they'd be like, food. Like they'd be able to brush their teeth.
Cerise said this is way harder than Survivor.
Mentally, yeah, but could you
Yeah.
imagine being not given anything and then being dumped in the Big Brother house? I'd be eating, scratching my nuts, and snoring like nonstop. Just
Feeling super comfortable.
like how many days left?
No, you can't nap in the house, so you have to wake up.
Oh yeah,
It's the worst.
You ever tried to
Like,
wake me up from? You ever tried to wake a grizzly bear up from hibernation? That's what it's like trying to wake me up for the first 3 hours. I'm asleep.
Dude, don't do it.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You can't. You physically, like Jenna physically cannot wake me up if it's within after 3 or 4 hours. Like I'll wake up, but within that first hour and a half,
Trance.
yeah, dude, Big Brother there'd be alarms going off. I'd be like, heart rate be at like 7 beats per minute.
We would hear
It's
that
like
with
basically
Jared. They
dead.
couldn't wake Jared up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that. There's people
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Some people sleepwalk.
I sleepwalk.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't think I did in the house.
Yeah. Are there any other are there any other TV shows that you watch and would want to be on?
The challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Love it because you're actually doing physical challenges.
Put it out there.
So who are the people that you're like? But you've been just watching the one
All
right now.
Stars,
All Stars.
yeah.
So who's your second favorite person after Tony? Go ahead.
Nicole.
Nicole? You like Nicole?
Yeah, and
You like
actually Cam, I think, is playing a pretty smart game.
yeah.
So I think
Why
like
Nicole? Let's hear why Nicole. You like to live
she's just
dangerously.
cool.
You think so?
Like
yeah.
yeah.
It's cool.
She's awesome. Love Nicole.
Like, she's sporty. She doesn't give a shit. She's still friendly as well. Like, she's someone I
Oh my
align
gosh,
with.
I would fucking pay so much money to have you guys have a conversation in front of me.
You would
just
like
to-
Nicole.
Just to hear those two go back and forth with the accents would be worth.
Oh, yeah, her accent's
Oh my
cool.
gosh, you would have
Yeah.
no idea what she was saying. You guys would. It'd be amazing.
We'd have subtitles.
You would definitely have subtitles.
I can understand Nicole pretty perfectly, but
Oh yeah. Now when she gets mad, you heard her yelling.
no, you're right. Not yet.
She
Not
would
yet.
need
We haven't got.
subtitles for me as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, sometimes I need you to just like I need to think like,
What did
what
she
does
say?
that mean? Like a snap. I know why they call it a
Prawns.
snap.
Yeah,
Prawns. I've had
prawns.
prawns.
I didn't
Oh,
know
a
that.
snag, yeah.
A snag.
Yeah.
I thought snap because like sausages will snap, you know,
Oh,
So-
yeah.
when they get too hot
So,
and
so
the fat will spray out.
hopefully there'll be a USA.
Pierre won't
3.
know that for a while because you can't grill a celery.
I don't. You can't. I've grilled quite a few in my day. Celery sticks. Okay, so the challenge. Hopefully there is a USA 3, and you do feel like you'd be equipped to do well in a game like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would get training for it, of course, but
Honestly, they'll throw you on the flagship. You don't gotta do shit. Just say you want to do it. They'll throw you on. I promise.
I definitely
Casting
want
will
to
be
do
like,
it.
wait, done, in.
Like, I just need to work on my grip strength, I think, for a lot of those challenges. Like, things that grip strength's an issue.
Huge. That's actually really. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of frightening that you picked up on that because if someone ever asked me what you need to be good at the challenge, I would say grip strength top 5.
Grip
Wow.
strength, sprint, so, like,
Sprints aren't gonna kill you, but they're gonna give you a very big advantage if you are super fast at some point in the game. Like if
Yeah.
you're not super fast, you can get through it. But if you're fast, like if you're like sprint fast, it will come in handy at some point and give you a huge advantage, but not crucial as grip strength is huge.
grip strength's like so many challenges, isn't it? And even like the popping of the ball one, that holding your arms above your head, like I was thinking that would be burning. Like,
Yeah, muscular endurance
Yeah,
is
so
like
I
another thing I
think-
would say. So I'd say muscular endurance, grip strength. Obviously, if you don't have a gag reflex, you're already way ahead of the game. But
For the eating
for
competition.
the eating count, like if
Yeah.
you can just eat nasty shit, like which I mean, come on,
It's a big part of the challenge. You haven't
a
seen it a
huge
lot.
part.
You
Yeah,
haven't seen it in
again,
this season yet,
you
but it
can-
is a big part.
You can get through not being able to eat nasty shit, but if it comes up and you're good at it, it could win the whole thing for you.
so I'd want to practice that, I think.
Well, yeah.
Some
just-
people do, some people don't.
You just have to put yourself in a different mindset.
you think that until it's in your mouth.
And then you're like, "Wah!"
Yeah. Until it's in your mouth, you think that. Like, I always thought I was mentally tough until I had that shit in my mouth.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there'd be the two things to work on.
Also, maybe core stuff because I imagine there's some balance stuff.
Yeah, balance is big. Balance is
Oh,
big, too.
balance, yeah.
Balance and core, same idea. I got it. But
So
yeah, no, for sure.
basically everything.
So,
Yeah.
so for you're much more confident in like, well, even though I thought you did play a good, mental like strategic game, but you want to be physical, you want to be competitive.
Yeah, I
so.
want to play some actual, like, they would be like, guys, it's an athletic comp today. And I was like, all right,
Big
let's
Brother
go.
athletic stuff isn't athletic.
It would be
so-
like I would be stretching my Achilles, make it warming up on the bike, which they wouldn't have shown. I was fully warming up, stretching. And then it would be the physical part of it would be like one step. And I was like,
Well, wasn't there
on,
always the
guys.
one where you had to fill up the large bucket with like the tiny like little ladle and you run back and forth?
oh, was
and
that
it's
the slippery one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of physical, I
Did you do
guess.
that? I mean, that's nonstop running for over an hour. But if you do it like
Yeah,
that,
that
did you do that one?
yeah, I did. I wasn't
you do?
I wasn't puffed, but I slipped over quite a lot. So that wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know how I did because I only gave the first 3.
Right,
and it
right,
was
but-
Jag, Matt, and
Got it.
Jared.
So did you try on that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Was it tough for you, or was it just kind of like?
The slippery part was a little tricky.
So the slipping and staying like level footed was harder than the endurance part for you.
yeah, also, not the endurance is not a problem.
Got it.
Because I'd been training quite a lot to get in there ready for my physical challenges, which I was going to throw. So,
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's the tough part about the Big Brother house is you really can't be good at anything or let anyone know
no,
that.
it's so annoying. And also, like, you can't look too strategic. So at the start, don't talk too much strategy. Just listen,
Mhm. And you still had the 3 HOH victories, correct?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's like so different from real life. Because in real life, like you want to be recognized for what you're good at. You want to be celebrated.
Yeah.
You want, to benefit off of it. But in like Big Brother, you got to act like you're just like some like
Middle of the
amorphous
road.
loser.
And also, like, whatever you go do, but the other thing I had to be careful of
It is a game.
being too laid back. I thought there's a chance they're going to put me up as a pawn. And so I had to also, whenever I heard those conversations, say, well, I really put my foot down about it. I will not be happy with that, and I will be targeting those people, which is a risk saying that. I knew that was a risk, but it worked. So I never got nominated. So
Very nice. So would you ever play this game again, or are you done with it?
actually, I'd rather do the challenge.
Yeah. Keep it
or
running.
Amazing Race or something, but the challenge would be awesome. Also, the thing about the challenge is everyone's a like-minded, but someone like me, like as in we're athletic people, that would be fun to me.
You want to compete against competitive people.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So, and as far as Big Brother, I mean, I'd probably do it again, but it's like, it'd be interesting because I'd know a lot more, I think.
I guess if you're going to go back, it also depends how much they're paying.
Yeah.
Because I'd go play Big Brother if the price was right.
It's 4 months. I was in there for 15 weeks.
I thought
like,
the time of Big Brother without being connected is like, wait, for me, like I said, it's a long time.
I'd
so.
lose my mind in that situation.
well, every week you're glad you're still there. So that's the other thing is you think it doesn't feel long in a way because you're like, oh, I'm here another week. Oh, I'm here another week.
Yeah, you're like clamoring for it. So let's talk about your passions again. You're DJing. Talk to us about what you're doing now and what we can kind of tap into.
Yeah,
Are you
so
on Spotify?
yes.
Hell yes. I'm gonna jam you in parking lots.
I'm going down the techno path with music. So I've come from quite a pop music background and I sing the vocals and stuff. And I'm just doing less and less vocals. So
Do you have an accent when you sing?
actually, no. Australians.
I cannot.
I know, we
ever
sing with an American accent.
understand that, yeah.
And I
Drives
can't
me
even
nuts.
speak with an American
You
accent.
hear these songs, you're jamming to them, and then they're like, "Oh, listen to this, interview by the artist," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Not even. So you sing in an American accent?
Yeah, because we grew up on American music.
Yeah,
So
you Australians are all cheaters, anyways. Cheaters and liars.
that's it.
I love
Fake
them all.
accents.
I love them all.
Yeah, so I'm just concentrating on, I've been doing lots of bootlegs, producing because I produce myself. So doing the bootlegs, producing new songs, and yeah, just trying to push out lots of music this year, as well as gigs. So
Absolutely. Is there like a project we should be looking out for? Anything that you want to promote? Anything that we can tell our people, or should we just stay tuned to your socials?
well, everything's definitely going to be on my Instagram, which is DJ Bowie Jane. But I've got a podcast, Babes Behind the Beats. We interview females in the music industry, but not just the singers, like the people who are working backstage.
Pierre could be a babes behind.
There we go.
If I decide in this country,
You could be a babe.
I mean, I'm sub babe.
Females and non-binary we interview. So yeah, it's there you go. So
There you go. Okay, so that was a great conversation. Is there anything you want to talk about while you have the platform?
I actually do have a question.
Come on.
So, you're a musical artist, right? Would you say you are more of a behind the scenes, like make the music type of artist, or do you prefer to be in front of everyone just jamming, playing, or
yeah.
Sometimes like musicians are like creeps and they're just like artists and they just want to make music and playing it in front of people they do because they feel like they have to. But then there's other people who just want to be out in front and they don't care. They're just But like, are you more of like the artist or are you more of the performer?
100% the performer. I love revving up the audience. I love that it's a workout on stage. It's 1,800 calories from after my gig. I'm like, holy shit.
You keep track of your steps?
Yeah,
There you
because I'm
go.
like, if I see the audience falling flat, I'm revving them up. So whereas I think a lot of producers maybe aren't like that. And so you do see a lot of DJs who aren't moving and they're not very interesting to watch. So I'm trying to do both.
I mean, I think it was either TikTok live or Instagram live, but you were doing a set in the crib, and I literally watched it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, she's vibing. Like,
Yeah, I did do a TikTok live.
yeah, I think it was TikTok, and I was like, oh, she is vibing
In
right
my
now.
house.
So I could only, but I could only imagine how fun.
Can't get
how much
arrested for
fun you
taking
had.
Molly in your house.
No, you can't. You can't.
Do you have like a little mason jar full of Mollies? No,
I
ready
do.
to make music. Oops.
I would not want to I'll have a few drinks before I perform, and then usually I'm
And
too
then
busy
just a
during.
protein shake.
No,
Just
I
rip a
drink
protein shake.
I drink
a
2
little
Gatorades.
kangaroo.
2 Gatorades in the performance. performance. Usually a Gatorade. Like it's legit. I'm so thirsty after.
No, it's orange juice.
You know what?
Why do you drink so much orange juice?
You know what? I'm so thirsty.
Yeah.
For more.
Ooh. Get me on my own joke.
Well, that is actually a real good point. I am curious because we just had a music festival here called Movement.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
no way.
a lot of people going from EDC were coming to perform.
Oh, no
Isn't
way.
Detroit where?
Home of techno.
Did you tell me that?
I
Jenna
actually-
told me that. Jenna's brother found that out in Amsterdam. So shout out to Detroit because we have Motown. We started. Did we start gangster rap?
I don't think we started.
We didn't
it.
start gangster rap, but we have
Motown,
Eminem,
yeah,
we have
for sure.
Motown, and now we have what is it called? Electro
Techno.
Techno.
Home of techno.
No, this has been a long time. It's not. Didn't just happen.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Oh.
I just found out it is a new thing to me.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Detroit.
I literally flew in expecting to see techno everywhere. I was like, I'm in the
It's
home of
underground.
techno.
It's underground, baby.
Yeah.
We like to keep it street in
Yeah.
Detroit. We don't want everyone to know we're good at it, but we start it. We keep it
It's
street.
so underground that you didn't know.
People always ask me, it's so underground, yeah. So people always ask me, like, what's the difference between homeless people in Detroit and homeless people in different cities? Because people, and I just say, in different cities, the homeless people will rob you for your money. But in Detroit, they're going to harvest your organs because they cost more. That's the difference of Detroit.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right. Well, welcome to the city.
Yeah. That's just how hardcore we are. That's why when the Lions are good, things are good. But, you know.
Yeah, we got to keep them a good team. Real quick, I do want to ask you about the music scene, the electronic, the techno scene. What do you like about it? Is there anything you don't like about it? But like, just because you had those conversations, those connections with some of those big guys, and hopefully you were able to reach that status. But like, what is your favorite part about it?
I love the energy of performing. So, but I also like the journey of the bloody hustle. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
it's a massive hustle being a musician, and it's been going for years.
Oh, I'd be dead if I was a musician.
It is
Too much.
It is
I
putting the
would
puzzle
be.
pieces together. So like it's who knows who. I mean, you've also got to be good, of course, or else
Yeah, you
you're
have
not
to
going
have
to
some
make it.
talent.
Yeah, you got to work hard. You got to stick at the game for a long time. So
Yeah.
I love the journey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, how much longer are you just loving it? And this is like what you're going to do? No end in sight?
No,
light at the end
the
of
plan
tunnel?
would be just until I drop dead. So
Hell
which
yeah.
is hopefully a while away.
There you go.
Yeah,
Knock
touch
on it.
wood.
Yeah.
That's an awesome conversation. Is there anything you want to talk about? I mean, now that you had this platform.
Unless my organs get harvested into Detroit.
Just don't
was
go
about
on the
to-
wrong
I was
streets.
gonna say those are, you know what I'm saying? Possibilities according to this guy. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about before we take off?
No, I think we've covered quite a lot here.
Yeah, we have. Thank you for giving us your time and coming through to Detroit. It was a lot of fun. And everybody, make sure you follow Bowie Jane. on
Where
all
are
her-
you
on all
going
her
from
stuff.
Detroit? So where'd you come? Did you come from LA to
From
Detroit?
LA, yes, and then New York.
You went to
I'm going to New York.
Oh, nice. Where at?
Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Another great place for electronic tunes.
yeah,
So I've heard.
yeah.
Because I didn't know that, I'm all new to this.
You know all
I'm hip.
about dance music. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
That's his passion.
Yeah, that and celery.
Well, not as much as some of us. Actually, I don't even know the last time I had a piece of celery.
All right. Well, I'll
And
go
if
to the
I did
fridge.
have celery, it would have had peanut butter and raisins on it. Yeah.
Raisins.
Ants on a log. Have you ever had that? It's an American treat.
Nah.
What about corn dog?
Oh no, I had it for the first time. I was like,
A corn dog?
yeah, nah.
You don't like a corn dog? I'm trying to go through some American things that you may or may not have tried.
She's American, bro.
Cornbread I had for the first time.
How
that's-
amazing would it change your
It was okay. It's just like
Was it
warm
dry?
bread, but, no, it was nice. It was nice.
It's moist.
but-
Yeah, it gotta be
yeah.
moist.
It should be like cake.
Right.
Don't say that word.
Yeah, it was
But that
like
is the
cake.
only way to describe cornbread. If it's not moist, it's not good.
Yeah.
Moist.
You heard it here first. You've got to be moist.
Looks like you two
Absolutely.
are getting a little moist right now.
Guilty. All right, that's it. I think we'll see ya. Anything else? All right, we'll see ya. Bye.